everyone. Today on the bench we have a 9mm Kimber Solo CDP. I'll put it somewhere in here, kind of what it is. Interesting gun that was made by Kimber. It was made in the early 2010s, late aughts. Interesting gun. Not much good to say about it online. It either works or it doesn't work, and when it doesn't work for spectacular reasons. But that being said, I wanted to have a look at it real quick. I have this all apart. I'm gonna put it back together real quick. The 5 basic parts to this one for a field strip. You got your slide, you got your barrel, guide rod, and this is your slide lock. Pretty basic. All metal. This is an all metal gun except for the grips here. But quality material. Just in terms of getting it to work is a different story. So put it back together. Put it in a 45. Lock it in. Take the guide rod. Slide it in the front there. Get it over our little barrel lug there. Again, super easy on this. Again, construction makes sense to me. So slide it in. Get our hole right there to line up a little bit more. And what we'll do is we're going to drop our slide catch in there, or slide release. We're going to lock it back. And there you go. It is easy enough to take apart there. Or easy enough to put back together. Now taking it apart, again, this weapon's empty, of course, but move it all the way back to that little, you see that little notch right there? You move it all the way back to that little notch right there. Get it lined up. Take yourself a punch out. And you knock that slide catch out. Like that. I'm going to set it in our thing right here. We're going to pull our trigger. Comes right out. Again, super simple and super easy to take apart and put and field strip. Problem is that this barrel and its feed ramp are out of tolerance, so we got to figure that out. So we're going to do that. I think what we're going to wind up doing is probably hitting it with a stone or a file, and then buffing it on our buffing wheel. So we'll get to that here in a second. Fingernail polish. Remember, it's a high high enough percentage of alcohol that does clean up, leaves with a nice decent smell. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, it does get down into those nice crooks and crannies. I mean, we're just trying to eliminate every possibility here, with what could be, what couldn't be, stuff like that. You want to get down there and just really clean the devil out of it. See, like that, that was, so we'll start with this one right here. So, just get down there. We're just gonna see like that. I mean, I went over that a couple of times and it's still just getting crap out of there. So, I mean, this gun's definitely got some cleaning that needs to be done. So, the thing with alcohol cleaning stuff up is that it evaporates, so it doesn't leave any residue or anything. But it also is super helpful to go back and really just hit it again with a kind of with a paper towel that doesn't leave a lot of residue or anything. These aren't really shop towels, but they're from Aldi's, and they work pretty good. So I also have the microfibers here that I use. So set this back in here. So a lot of this problem's happening up here in the slide. So I mean, like I said, if I can just clean that out and then clean this out a couple of times, I'm going to grab one right here and just really kind of just see what's going on there. Oh yeah. So let's do that. So just really try to clean this thing up as best we can. Never can get her too clean, right? Clean the devil out of it. Bob Ross used to say, just beat the devil out of it, clean the devil out of it. Again, said, I've had this one a couple of times. Hopefully I didn't show the person's name. Like I said, if I do, I'll go back and edit that out. But, you know, that's one of those services I provide is, you know, not showing people's names, because, again, people like to keep their guns to themselves. I'm the same way. This is a nice one. See, this one's got the laser on it. It's really weird. So it's a cool little gun, aside from, you know, the not cycling bits. So now what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm just going to give it a light oil. I really don't want to put too much on this because this thing gets really finicky. So I'm going to apply it to this first. I'm going to go in. It's a light oil, light oil. Same thing down here, just a light. Get it on the slidey bits, get it down there. I mean, I just don't know. Like it's hard to figure this. It's hard to figure this out. So, but again, that's part of the whole practice of becoming a better gunsmith, right? So, to put this back together, first thing I want to do is I'm going to take that barrel, slide it in a 45, and lock it in. I'm going to come back here, find our guide rod. There's a notch right there. Set that right in there. Make sure it's lined up pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the slide stop. We're going to, oops, it would help if I take the safety off of that first. And that's all you really do right there is you just pull it back, put that slide stop in, and then, yeah. That barrel shakes something fierce. All right, let's see. Let's see if I got any snap caps in here. I might need some new ones because I've been running them through pretty good, and these are, all right. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find our magazine. There it is. So I have this little tub right here so I can remember where I put stuff. But anyway, clean this too. So we're going to put these snap caps in. These just, you know, simulated rounds and whatnot. See, I just feel like it's just not. I mean, I'm just not going to know until I'm putting actual rounds down range on it. You know, so let's just check the ramp. I'm just not going to know. And I don't have any 147 grain here with me, so what I think I'm going to do, have to make a visit to the local gun shop or local store to get me some 147, but I'll do that. I'm going to put this down in here. We'll drop our magazine just to make sure she's clear. Clear. Remember, it's always important to follow four safety rules of gun safety rules. You know, and every weapon is loaded, regardless if you just unloaded it. So probably have to go get me some more ammo, and then we'll try to see if we can get this fixed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have figured this out. So the reason this was, when I would fire it, it would fail to cycle. It would just lock back. So what I did was, when I was looking through the slide lock here, there is a channel on the inside of this slide lock, and there's a spring. I do not know. You know what? Let's see if I can get a little bit more light here. Throw that right there. There is a little spring. You see that little piece of metal right there in between the grip and the slide lock? That's a spring, and there's a channel that needs to fit in there. What was happening when I would put the slide lock back in is that I didn't engage it into that channel that was in there. So anytime I would fire, it didn't matter if it was 147, 124, 115 grain, every shot would just lock back. So went back and I found this one video on this one forum from a guy doing this who mentioned this very thing that was happening, and messed around with it, used a punch right here, and got it into place. So this gun is fully cycling right now. I'm going to run it through a little bit more cleanup, and then I'm going to take it back, call the guy who owns it and have him come out and get it. Thanks for watching, y'all.